Ayo, ayo, what is groovy? What is good? It's your boy Papa Capes, and we are back with yet another Raid Shadow Legends video. Thank you so much to Raid for sponsoring this video and for hooking us up with our own download link that you can find in the description below. Using that link directly supports me and directly supports the channel. If you choose to start a new journey with that link, you'll be greeted by Tholan Falbeard right off the bat, and as you progress just a little bit, you'll then be greeted by the likes of Ugo, Tagore, and Mausoleum Mage. Right now, you can use code RAID7 for Pelops the Victor or code WRATH for Padraig. Let's get into the video. So today I'm going to continue with the introduction to my account. And I know that these aren't crazy, exciting videos, but I want people to know exactly what I do on my account, what I'm able to do, what I'm not able to do, because the more I show these things, the more in-depth comments I get and the more specific comments I get to my account, which has genuinely helped me learn more about my account, which has helped me learn more about the game. I know it's not necessarily the best content to watch or the most interesting, but I feel it's quite necessary as we continue to go on this journey, to embark on this journey, and introducing you to my account and the way I do certain contents and everything just allows for you to have that information in the back of your mind when I lean on you for information and advice and what I can do to improve and how I can be better and perform better and get the most out of my account. So again, I'm going to preface this by saying this isn't a guide at all. This isn't the most optimized team. This isn't me saying use this team, it's the best team. This is just me telling you this is the team that I use in these dungeons after a year of playing Raid. So far on the Dragon video and the Ice Golem video, there's been tons of comments that have come in that have helped me improve on those dungeons. So I'm hoping to carry that momentum into Spider and then later on today into Fire Knight as well. So let's check out who I use in the Spider dungeon. So as we go into the dungeons, we will go into normal Spider first, Spider 21, and this is the team that we use. Let me just confirm Spider normal right there. We've got Glakad in the lead for the speed aura, and we've got Galek for the burns, and we've got Geo for the burns, Venom for the poisons, and I always thought that she would do heal reduction as well, but I won't lie to you guys, she hasn't landed a single heal reduction on the main Spider. She lands it on the Spiderlings perfectly fine consistently, but not on the main Spider. So the first question is, can you land heal reduction on the main Spider? If so, at stage 25 of normal Spider, what accuracy does she need? Because I'm clueless. Then I also recently made a change. I took Mathrala out of this team and put Mikey in, because he also does a debuff spread that just executes flawlessly in terms of moving whatever buffs are on the main Spider onto the Spiderlings, and that just increases DPS, for lack of a better term. But yeah, I took Mathrala out because with Mathrala in, the buffs were always at 10, and that's the buff cap that I also learned, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, let's do a run real quick. Super Raids, why not? And I will gradually go through this, but I will fast forward through quite a bit of it. But right there, off the bat, heal reduction lands on all the Spiderlings, but not on the main boss with Venom Mage's initial first attack. So why is that? Something I'm very curious about. I also recently changed my Venom Mage build slightly, so it is faster. That's why she did go first. But I'll jump into the builds of this team right after we finish the boss. Again, I know that there's two burners, and oftentimes when you use Geomancer, he should be the only burner that you use, but Geomancer's burn is single target. So yes, you can put the burn on the boss, and then Mikey can come through and do a debuff spread. But because my team is not speed tuned, it doesn't happen consistently like that, so I chose to use Supreme Gallic as well, so that he can burn all the Spiderlings if Geo sometimes just goes for the boss. But sometimes Geomancer also does his burn on a Spiderling, which doesn't make any sense to me, but it's all good. I will see you guys as we get towards the end of the boss. Something that still confuses me, even though I thought I understood it, but I don't really understand it, is when the Spiderlings are burned, or when the boss is burnt, when one of them have an HP burn on them, when the Spiderlings attack, the boss takes damage. And like there, right there, as we speak about it, 2 Spiderlings attacked and the boss actually took damage. Now, I thought I understood that fully, but again, this is all about transparency and me being honest. I'm not sure if the Spiderlings need to be burned or underburned for that to occur, or if the boss needs to be underburned for that to occur. So maybe I just need to read through the boss's kit and mechanics and the answer will be there. But I prefer asking you guys because meeting you in the comments after these videos goes live, genuinely my favorite thing to do. So the boss also still gets some healing in, as he does his ability where he consumes his Spiderlings and does an attack. That's why I so badly wanted Venomage to land her heal reduction, but I'm not sure why she doesn't. Maybe it's just an accuracy thing. Maybe when I recently changed the build, I dropped on accuracy, which I doubt is the case, but we'll confirm that right afterwards so that we can check the builds used on these champions in this dungeon. Then also, sorry, I'm butting in quite a lot. We're probably going to watch this entire video, but I also replaced Galek for Ezio to land a more consistent and protected Brimstone, because Ezio's 5-star awakened, whereas Glakead is like 1 or 2-star awakened, and to activate the poisons. But that's when I had Mithrala and Venomage. So Glakead does it in a shorter time, which is weird. But like this one right here, 3 minutes and 1 second. When I had Ezio in, we did it in like 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So maybe I should still fool around with Ezio in the speed lead. They've got the same speed aura, so that's fine. Consistently, stage 25, normal spider, 100%. I can literally leave this on farm for hours if I need to, and it will never fail. I will never lose one of these battles. Let's go and update you on the builds. I'm just gonna briefly go on to Mikey's build because I show his build. I've showed his build a ton of times. Same with Galek. I've showed his build a ton of times. Glakead's build hasn't changed at all. Geomancer's build has also not changed at all, right there. But the build that I recently have changed is Venomage. So just to update you on her stats, just under 74k HP, 3.5k attack, 3.1k defense, 265 speed, so she's now faster than my Supreme Galek and faster than my Mikey, and then 116 crit rate, overkill, 108% crit damage, 160 resistance, and 448 accuracy. So I don't think it's an accuracy thing that the main spider is actually preventing her from landing those heal reductions. Maybe he's just not able to land those debuffs on. Let me know again in the comments below and we can have a discussion. Just like that, we're going to jump into Spider Hard and see the team that I use there. This isn't necessarily a dungeon that I've pushed consistently. Let's go to stage 8 and see. Spider Hard team is right here. Venomage is not in this team, but rather Mithrala. So let's see how this goes. Again, 2 burners for the same reason as the first time, and we've got Glakead and Mikey. That's the thing that I'm sure you guys have learned about the way that I play on my account. I've got core champions, and the nice thing that I've been doing recently is actually breaking away from the core champions every now and then, because I've also equipped gear on a lot more champions. Because I figured, like, why am I always at cap for gear, 2000 out of 2000? And that's because I always was 100% reliant on presets. But now I still use presets now and then for faction wars and everything, but more of my champions are geared, which I think takes that away from the inventory because it's obviously equipped onto the champions, and that just allows me to have a bit more space. So that's kind of cool. Like, I recently built Yakal, I put gear on Whisper, I put gear on Cold Heart, I put gear on Phoenix because I built Phoenix as well. I also geared Burangiri because I got a 6-star soul for him and I use him in Shadowkin faction wars, so that's pretty cool. So let's see how this goes on stage 8 that I've never cleared before. I'm not sure if the boss guide is similar, but I'm sure it is because I fight this boss in Curse City. So I'm just going to read this for myself real quick. Immune to heal reduction. So that's probably the case on Spider Normal as well. Whenever an HP burn debuff is activated on Tainted Spiderlings, it heals Tainted Scavag by 1% of her max HP. When a Tainted Spiderling dies, inflicts damage to Tainted Scavag equal to 3% of her max HP. So killing the spiderlings are better than burning them on the hard spider. Okay, I'm just reading through this quickly, but I will study it up on my side as we continue to try and get this done. So I won't be talking much through this. I'm just going to be watching it for myself. It's the first time we're trying stage 8. I do think that my account should be capable of getting to stage 10 on spider, similar to Dragon, and this is obviously all in preparation for Marius missions or Romantu missions that require you to finish these dungeons at stage 10 on hard. So I will pop in as soon as we get closer to the end of the boss fight. So I just killed a bunch of the spiderlings and I instantly saw how much damage that does to the main boss, to Scavag, to Tainted Scavag. So obviously I think that's a big difference, just from my understanding right now tonight, in between the normal and the hard, is that hard, you need to kill the spiderlings, whereas in normal, if they burn, they damage the boss as well. But here, doing straight damage, taking them out, killing the spiderlings, gets more damage done to the main boss. Just my understanding doing this right now. Could be wrong. Again, everything I say, I'm speaking under correction, and this is just me trying to learn, trying to improve. So yeah, and just like that, we approached the end of the fight in just over 2 minutes and 2 seconds, which was faster than the run we did on normal spider. So, and I mean, there's not much difference here. The big difference is Geomancer didn't land any burns on the main spider, whereas Geomancer lands consistent burns. So is that an accuracy thing with Geomancer, that he just doesn't have enough accuracy? How much accuracy does he have exactly? So he's got just over 300 accuracy. It could be an accuracy thing that prevents him from landing those debuffs. But yeah, so judging by that performance, we should be able to do Spider hard all the way through to stage 10, which is quite refreshing, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, just like that, those are the teams that I use. Most of my core champions being used ever since we got Mithrala from Hydra. She's impacted my account in all ways, shapes, and forms, so that's absolutely fantastic. I'm excited. I'm at a place where my account has many angles that are kind of coming together, allowing me to explore and experiment with different champions, different teams. We're not yet at the stage where we're doing team setups and speed tuning and all of that, but I'm learning at my own pace, which is perfectly fine, and it's maintaining the fun within the game for me, which is absolutely important as well. So yeah, those are my spider teams in normal and hard. I'm pretty confident that I can do spider 10. I'll do a little community post as soon as I do it on my YouTube, so that with a screenshot saying that we finished it and this is the team that I use. But I'm quite confident that this exact team will finish spider 10 hard. So thank you once again to Raid for sponsoring this video and for hooking us up with our own download link that you can find in the description down below. Using that link directly supports me, directly supports the channel. I will see you guys when I see you. You're working your way towards the end of the week. Keep vibing, stay fresh. Happiness is a choice. Kindness is free. Leave your mark, yo. Peace out.